How's it going, everyone? It's MaxHP, and we're here to do a discussion video on the latest info about Fire Emblem 3 houses. We just got a whole bunch of info from the Nintendo Direct, and joining me is...
Hi, I'm Ash.
Yay! Because I felt like since we didn't get to do a co-reaction video or a co-reaction stream like we usually do, felt like it would be good idea to do a discussion video because this is what we really wanted to see when the Direct came out. Obviously, this was our thing. You know, I mean, we could start with just saying how we felt about the Direct in general. I thought it was just kind of meh, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like the only thing that I really went into it being excited for was Fire Emblem.
Yeah, and I came out of it being excited for Fire Emblem and also, I guess, also Mario Maker. And Link's Awakening.
Yeah, I'm excited about Zelda and Fire Emblem and Rune Factory because, yeah.
So, the first thing we see here is this girl here, Sothis. I think that's her name, right? Sothis?
Yeah, Sothis, yeah.
Okay. So, how do we feel about Sothis? Like...
First
like,
impression,
what do you think?
I think she's evil.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the big plot twist in this is gonna have like it's gonna turn out like she's sort of manipulating things.
I think so too.
I don't know.
Because it's like, well, she says that she's our guide, right? But it's like a guide for what? What are you guiding us to?
Like, I just feel like if she's just an ordinary guide character, I feel like that would just be too easy.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I don't trust her one bit.
Also, her pigtails are Christmas themed. I'm just pointing that out.
That is true. I believe they changed her design, or like it seems like they solidified it a bit more since the first trailer. I can't completely 100% verify that, but
yeah, no, I think they did because I don't remember seeing those in the original trailer.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, like she was far away, but
that's true.
I don't know. Either way, she's real cute. I just don't trust her.
Yeah, I don't trust her either. I mean, she can contact you. Something's up, you know. But I'm pretty sure she's like a Manakete. But it's like, is she evil or is she just another dragon girl? I just think that would be boring if she's just another dragon girl.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
This logo
much
is
better.
Way better. So much better. This logo it's such a better logo. I'm not sure why they didn't have this to begin with. Like I guess maybe the logo is the last thing that's supposed to be worked on before the game comes out.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like maybe they liked it and then they didn't like it. But I know maybe they wanted to change the logo, like how the logos look, and then people were like, oh no, this is just really bland. And so like, all right, let's go back to the original. Yeah, I mean it's possible because
format.
I know that they also put out like the Japanese logo or whatever, and it like they have like a little in one of the characters they have like a little swoopy moon for like the moon character or whatever. Yeah, so I mean it's kind of clever. So maybe they decided like, oh, we need something a little fancier, like swoopy for the English logo. I don't know.
I guess that wouldn't really translate.
So I don't know. Who knows? I mean, they're completely different names in both languages, but
right, exactly.
That's a whole nother bag.
But yeah, because it's got the latest Fire Emblem fonts, like just the normal logo, and then there's the bottom one. I just like the font better. It's just nicer.
Yeah, it's nicer. I like it better.
Yeah. So, continent.
Things have changed.
Things have changed. They've changed a lot of names have changed.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the bottom we've got the Adrestia Empire. That's Edelgard's country, right?
Yeah, and I believe before it was just Adrestia, I believe. I don't really truly remember, but
I don't remember either. I wasn't totally like paying attention to that stuff, and to be fair, I think a lot of this like minutia is going to be more important once we have the game in our hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, it's just like, oh, here's all this, lore dump.
A place, yeah.
But what's interesting is they make a note that it's a 1,000-year-old dynasty. They don't say that for any of the others.
Yeah,
so this
exactly.
I feel like the Adrestian Empire was like the original empire. It was like the original, like it was the entire continent was part of the Adrestian Empire, and something happened to split it off into these two other countries.
Yeah, possibly.
What was it? Fargus and
Leicester.
and Leicester. That's how they say it, right?
It's Leicester.
Leicester.
I think it's just Leicester.
Or Leicester.
I think it's just Leicester.
Okay.
It's weird.
I think it's Leicester. All right, Leicester.
Yeah.
It's so weird. They have like the
I
extra
know.
C
I
and
know.
S. It's so
know.
weird. That's really weird. Anyway, okay, so I think like something happened in this continent far before the events of the game that led to the splitting of these two, to these three countries.
Right.
That's fair to say, I think.
I think so.
Now, question is, would that backstory be super relevant to what happens in this game?
I don't know. They've been pretty tight-lipped about what's happening in general. Like, we really have no idea. We know that there's this space on the inside that isn't controlled by any kingdom.
And that's what they talk about next. They talk about... then, next thing we see, designs for Byleth, which is now confirmed to be the Avatar. So we have an Avatar character.
Yes.
I'm thinking this is going to be like a silent protagonist.
Well, he... I mean, this is getting kind of a forward, but he does actually speak.
Does he?
Yes, later in the trailer, he totally speaks. So I don't believe they'll be silent, but whether or not they'll say his name
I'm thinking more like Persona 5 protagonist. Like they do speak, but it's like, it's like limited to battle dialogue and choices.
I mean, maybe
pre-rendered cutscenes.
And for the most part, I believe that is true. Like, there will be pre-rendered cutscenes.
Like, until there's something that proves that otherwise.
Right.
That's just what I'm thinking.
Do you think there's going to be, like, customization, or do you think there's just going to be male or female Byleth?
I mean, well, here's the thing, because the animated cutscenes have his default design there.
Exactly, yeah.
They're not gonna, obviously they can't reanimate the cutscenes for
every single
customization option. So I think no.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I'm thinking it's more like the Persona 5 protagonist.
Exactly, I agree with you. I think there's only going to be male or female, and we're sticking with these designs. And I kind of like that, honestly.
I think if you're gonna have I think that's probably not a bad idea, because I think if you're gonna have an avatar, I think they should be as unintrusive as possible in terms of story. So, because otherwise you're just left with like a really bland character. So having no character and then putting focus on the rest of the other characters who do have defined personalities and character traits, I think that's better.
Yeah.
In theory, I think it's better. I think in practice they could screw it up, but it's hard to say for now.
I mean, yeah, it's super hard to say. But yeah, for now, I think that they will just have their canon designs. To me, male Byleth is superior.
I've been seeing a lot of fervor over this design.
Whatever it is.
Now,
like, her
here's
face is cute. Her face is cute.
No,
everything
her
else
face,
is like,
nothing wrong with her face. It's just everything below that.
Yeah, it's like, oh my.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about this, because in my opinion, first of all, this is far from the worst design.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
This is not that bad, but I think the reason people are getting so antsy about it is because of that of everybody else. It sticks out.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone else is pretty like conservatively designed, especially compared to the last two main entries in the series.
Right. As a character designer myself, there are some choices here that I would not have made.
Like obviously the midriff, why?
Yeah, just there's a lot of
the
things.
Leggings, why?
I think
the booty shorts.
It could have been cute. Like with some minor things, I think it could have been cute. Really, I think the main question is, why does her design feel so secondary to male Byleth? Like, she could have just been wearing his exact same outfit, you know?
I definitely feel like in terms of the avatars, there is definitely for all of them, I think there's definitely
there's a favorite
one.
Yeah.
For Awakening, it was male Robin, and for Fates, it was female Corrin.
I believe that. Yeah, exactly. And then for this one,
and that's what they went with for Warriors too.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Because they're the ones who participate in the story, and then they just have the optional ones that you can get later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like they definitely planned this for male Byleth.
Yeah,
but they obviously
for sure.
wanted to give the female option. So
yeah.
I feel like that's why this is kind of shoddily designed.
I think so. I think
him.
it was just an afterthought kind of thing, you know?
Also, I saw a lot of people on Twitter comparing her face to Tsubasa from Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I just thought that was really funny.
Oh, I mean, I guess with like the
same hair color and like
yeah.
kind of similar eyes. I don't know. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I like the art style though. It's kind of Persona-esque, but it's not the Persona artist. So
right, yeah, it's yeah. That's what I thought too, and you could hear that in the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's dead, right?
he's
I
can't believe our dad is gonna die, right?
He's very dead. I hate how obvious that is.
I know.
Like,
but he's like a
Fire Grail,
Emblem
what's
parent.
up?
I know.
How's it going?
Like,
you're a mercenary. You're traveling with your
you
father.
You can copy my homework.
Wow.
Just make sure you change it a bit.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know. Oh, I know. I mean, like, yeah, I assume his personality will be different from Grail, but yeah,
no,
like, he's dead.
Obviously.
He's gonna die. Absolutely.
No, yeah, like, it's
not disputable.
Like,
That's
just a trope.
Yeah.
And
oh no,
yeah,
he's so hot. Just saying.
So also, it looks like they're all like they're all friends from the beginning before that. Look, I'm assuming this is on their way to the monastery.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. It says that they're in a traveling mercenary company, so I don't know if they would be in the same company. Like, that sounds kind of strange, right? Like, literally the ruling nobles of all three territories in like this random mercenary company. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, it seems strange, especially if there's supposed to be a conflict later on, which I imagine there will be.
There will totally be one. But
obviously, be a conflict. So
yeah,
maybe that's the point.
I guess.
Thinking that's the point. They're trying to go for like the like obviously because we'll talk about this later, but you have to choose which house you're aligning yourself with.
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
Which one you're teaching, and then I imagine it's like the conflict comes into play, and that brings into question like morality and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
hard to say right now because they really don't show that much.
Well, exactly. And I appreciate that they're staying so tight-lipped about this because I mean that's as opposed to like sharing the entire story, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that when we choose a house, like further in the story, do you think we're gonna need to kill the other people? The other lords?
I think we should.
I think we're gonna have to. I don't know why, but I just have this feeling.
I think either way we should. I think that would be a really great turn and a really great way to get the players invested.
It would be so sad, but at the same time, it just.
No,
it's
totally emotional manipulation, but I think it would work.
I think so.
I think that's totally what I think. If that's not what they're doing, I think that's what they should be doing.
Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to say, but yeah, that's the feeling I get right now. That
like
we're
I
probably
feel
gonna
like,
kill them.
And that's I feel like that's because I remember because obviously I recently played Radiant Dawn, as you all know.
Yeah.
And they tried to do that kind of thing where, like, that you playing as the Dawn Brigade and you have to fight the Grail Mercenaries. Like, they tried to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They just didn't go all the way through with it.
Yeah, like there was no consequence.
So I feel like that, yeah, exactly. So I feel like if they do it here and just follow through, I feel like that would be really cool. Especially, not only that, I feel like it would give you replay value because you could play the game again as a different, aligning yourself with a different house.
Exactly.
And then now you have to, it's kind of like a better version of what Fates tried.
In theory, yeah, in theory.
In theory. Again, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see.
We will see. But
execution.
no, I totally agree with you. Also, I really appreciate you staying on this frame for so long.
Yeah.
Because, like, God.
Just staring at him.
You bless me with your, oh my God.
So they arrive at the monastery, and here we see Also, can we talk about how good these 3D cutscenes look?
They look so good.
They look so good. Like, it definitely that's where I get a lot of Persona vibes from.
Yeah.
Because especially in motion, these cutscenes look very Persona-esque.
I've never played Persona, but I know exactly what you mean. For the most part.
I think in motion, these 3D cuts. I'm not totally sold on the 2D cutscenes, like the anime ones.
I love them. They're so anime.
I like the style. I just think they're kind of shoddily animated. Like
everybody
somewhat
says that, but I just think they're so nostalgic to like just watching anime. You know?
I'm gonna have to disagree there because I just feel like they're. Let me. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll edit it in.
Yeah.
I feel like they're so. I mean, it's just. I don't remember that. The frame rates being bad on those kind of old school.
Well, I mean, it's not animated by like people that are doing anime. I mean, from at least as far as I know, like they're not animators.
I mean, especially if because I know I'm 90% sure it's the same animation team who did Chaos of Valentia.
Yeah,
90% sure.
I mean, but
it's very similar in that way.
Yeah, for sure. But I was also one of the few people that loved those cutscenes too, and had zero qualms with those. So I don't know. I think it comes down to like a stylistic choice and what people prefer. I personally like it. It's totally cool if you don't like it.
No, yeah. I guess I just prefer how smooth the Awakening and Fates cutscenes were.
Yeah, which is fair. Fair.
Yeah. So. We have the monastery here, and just the way it's positioned, just as like a neutral hub.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how do you feel about that?
I think it's interesting. I think it's gonna play more into the story later. I think there's gonna be some sort of conflict maybe outside of the monastery. Yeah.
Because they do mention later that it's the home of the Church of Saros, which is like the primary religion in Fodlan.
Right.
I feel like there's gonna be some sort of reveal of like the power of the Church of Saros, or the Church of Saros is gonna be bad because we all know that.
Well, I mean.
It seems because we all know the religion in Fire Emblem never seems to be.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's never
on our side, you know.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that.
So some inciting incident's gonna surround them.
I think so too.
I think that's gonna put the.
It's gonna have something to do with the church, like for sure. Especially since they talked about it so much in the first trailer. Like, if there was no.
Yeah, I mean, the crests are to blame.
Oh god! I swear to God, that's gonna be the reason for the war. I know it was a pun, but I
know the crests are, I feel like,
I think it will probably be something like the church will want these crests and will somehow manipulate all of the kingdoms to going to war again.
What if the crests aren't literal?
What are we getting at here, Max?
What if it's not like... What if the crests are not physical objects?
Okay, so
like,
what
they're
would
not,
they be?
Well, first of all, crest can just be is just another word for emblem.
Yeah.
So it's just like the emblems of the countries. What if it's symbolic? What if the Church of Saros or some party wants them to be united under one banner so they could rule all of them?
I mean, yes, potentially. I feel like there has to be some sort of power within these crests, though. Yeah. This is just what Edelgard was talking about in the first trailer. But, I mean,
right, crests. Tokens of the goddess's power.
The tokens of the goddess's power,
yeah,
exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly.
I was just thinking alternatively, I guess.
Oh, no, of course. I think there's lots of, like, different ways this could go, and they are definitely not... telling us at all what is happening. No, these character designs, as you can see, I was noticing this very earlier actually. You can see like the designs on the back of most of their vests or whatever, or their jackets. Mm-hmm. I was thinking that had something to do with what house.
Might be them. Yeah, I was that's probably a decent. If we I don't have the character chart. I should probably pull up the character chart. Well,
I mean, if you want, I thought that was what it was, but then I noticed later. There's a character, Casper, in Edelgard's, like, in her house or whatever, but he has a different design on his back than she does. So,
really?
So I thought that was what, like, differentiated them, but unfortunately that is not true. So I have no idea how you can tell. Like, I guess some of them, like, have a blue hoodie or, like, blue tights or something, so maybe they're part of Dimitri's thing.
But let's talk about one thing that I think is probably the big thing that people are talking about with Three Houses, and that's the setting.
Right. The school?
So, school. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about school?
I love it. I don't know. I feel like I'm one of the only people that is, like, actually super stoked for this.
Me too!
Yeah.
Oh my god! Me too!
Like, it's different,
Okay.
you know? It's something,
No,
it's something
yeah,
new.
yeah.
And, like...
I think, here's the thing, I feel like a lot of people think of school, and especially that with, like, Fire Emblem and anime, and they think, oh, it's anime, high school, slice of life bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, have you never heard of military school?
Well, no, exactly,
Like, I feel
right?
like they think of, yeah. Like, that's not high school. That's not like, oh, shenanigans ensue. That's, like...
I mean, it's hard to say.
They don't screw around in military school.
No, exactly.
I'm sure it's gonna be like slightly more, like it's gonna be like more lighter tone.
Of
for,
course, like, it's
Fire
not
Emblem,
gonna
'cause,
be-
You know, it's Nintendo. It's
Yeah.
But like, it's not. We're not gonna be trying to ace our tests and oh, the girl at school likes me and crap like that. No.
Yeah, I think
No.
it'll be more serious than that. Like, the vibe that I get from this, just like the only other material I've ever really heard of, or played rather, I guess, that reminds me of this being like military school and having like your unit so you train up or whatever, is Final Fantasy Type O.
I have never played that.
Oh, well, it's really good, but yeah, basically same premise. Like, you have these students in there, like, they are military students,
Right.
but like they each have their own classes and whatever, and
Right.
like they still perform battles and stuff. So in that sense, it's like similar. And people are saying like, "Oh, this is so overdone." It's like, I don't know. It's different from
obviously,
Fire Emblem, though.
Right, and and that's the thing. It's very different to what, not only to what Fire Emblem, but like different to anything I've played personally.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I've never played anything like this. So I feel like that's really exciting. I feel like Fire Emblem needed like a shot in the arm.
Yeah, like
to
something
really change
different.
it up
Just
now.
like,
Yeah.
even if it doesn't work, just try something, you know?
Right.
And
They did in many ways they did that with Awakening, and it worked.
yeah, it worked. Well, exactly, right? So I think this is just a different way of doing it, and not everybody's gonna like it.
Right.
But that's just
No,
how
not
it goes
everyone's
with
gonna like it,
everything.
but I feel like too many people are writing it off, and that's
Right.
kind of what annoys me.
No, exactly. No, I feel the
A
exact same
lot
way.
of people are writing it off
Like, they
and
just
saying,
don't-
"Oh, this
they
is
don't have
not
faith
going
in
to
it.
work."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
I don't see it that way, especially because there's other stuff that shows like that this could work. So I don't know.
I think there's a lot of promise, and I like there may be some things that are kind of like more unconventional than you'd expect, but I have a lot of faith. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited.
Yeah, and obviously the common comparison is Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, that's what that was my first thought too. I was like, that's
and
cool.
all that.
Yeah, but I
And
love Harry Potter.
I don't see why that's a problem.
No, exactly. Doesn't everybody love Harry Potter? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought people like Harry Potter. It's like,
I think it's
I feel like when people think Harry Potter, they're thinking like the first 2 books / movies, where
Maybe,
things
yeah.
were kind of all campy, silly fun,
yeah,
and
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
But I think people forgot that those books got darker as they
It's
went
pretty
on.
messed up.
Yeah, there's some shit that goes down. And I feel like that's gonna be that's not gonna be any different here. Like
Yeah,
It's
I think
not
it's
gonna-
really different. Yeah.
I think we're forgetting that they mention later that you're gonna be sending these characters to their death.
Yeah, like you're literally like war military students. Like you may be
Like, this
students,
isn't-
but
yeah.
you're actually gonna be fighting a war. Like I don't.
Yeah,
that's pretty
fighting,
intense to me.
Defending towns, calming rebellions, fighting
Yeah.
battles. This is no joke.
Yeah.
This
like,
isn't just
I mean,
gonna be shenanigans.
I think
Like I'm
it's
sure
gonna
like there will be
serious.
some shenanigans, but
Oh, for sure.
there will be shenanigans. But it's not. I doubt that's gonna be like all of it, or even a large majority of
Oh
it.
yeah, I don't think so either. But I mean,
I
we'll
could be
see.
wrong.
We'll see.
I reserve the right to be wrong.
Of course. Well,
You
yeah,
know?
obviously, because we don't know
Yeah.
anything about this game. But
Right.
I don't
Right,
know.
right.
Hard to say. What house are you joining?
I think everyone is going to be joining Black Eagles.
Black Eagles. That
We're
is
all,
my
I think
first
we're. I
choice.
mean, I think we're all on board for the Black Eagles.
Yeah,
like
I've seen lots of
it's
people.
got-
They want the golden deer, but literally nobody cares
think-
about Dimitri.
I
don't
think
know.
all of the good characters are going to be in the Black Eagles. At least the ones I like so far. Which
Yeah.
who's in that? Oh, we got Dorothea, who I like Dorothea. Dorothea's pretty cool. Just from looking at her character design, I just love it.
Yeah.
I kind of love Dorothea.
They're just they're
who
so
else is
cute,
in
and
that?
she
There's like a
is in
chart.
there. Also, Ferdinand is also in the
Where
Black
is
Eagles.
Ferdinand?
He right beside Dorothea.
Oh yeah. there.
Yeah, he's also there. Casper, right below Linhart there. Yeah, he's in Edelgard's.
Can we talk about Linhart for a second?
Oh my God, let's not. What is that
They
name?
they actually did it.
God, I cannot.
The Mad
believe.
Lads. All right, so then we also got the Blue Lions. We
The
got
ones
we
that
got
nobody
the boy
cares
Dimitri,
about.
which is nobody cares about. Blue
Spaghetti
Lions.
hair.
Oh my God.
Please take a
this
shot. They
cutscene,
tried
like-
to make him so charming, but really he's just more greasy
Yeah.
because he's sweating all over the place. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh
So
no.
wait, who's in that house that we know?
Okay, I think Ash in the top. I think Ash is in
Yeah,
his
Ash
house,
is
which
there.
is
He's-
such a
he's
pity
a-
because he's such a cute boy.
Yeah, he's probably basically gonna be our Rickon, like the younger
Yeah, I think
one.
he's like but I think he's an archer, so I think he's like Gordon essentially.
No, yeah. Gordon. It's basically the same trope.
Yeah,
but
same trope.
Yeah, similar. So there's a chart that goes through it, and then we have the yellow deer, the golden deers.
Golden deer. So we see that Hilda, is it Hilda or Mercedes? Which
where's
one's?
Hilda?
Oh, I think Hilda. Hilda
Yeah,
is
Hilda.
part of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Which is
saw her.
interesting because we saw her in the first trailer.
Yeah.
We were against her.
Yeah, I think it's probably like a training battle more than anything, but we'll see.
It might
we'll
be.
see.
Yeah, it could be a training battle, but it's that the prospect of that
Yeah.
is exciting. It's just,
Interesting.
like yeah.
Yeah, strokes chin.
We got yeah.
She's
There she is
so
right there.
cute.
She's pretty cute. And then we also have Sylvain.
Oh my
People are
God,
saying-
he's so cute.
People are saying he has he's similar. He's like same face syndrome with Ferdinand.
What?
Yeah,
I mean-
people are saying that.
No, they got different noses and different eyes.
Yeah. It's also possible that they're twins. We don't know.
They fight each
Or
other
like-
in
or
this
like
in this
siblings.
video too.
Big boy.
Big boy
Big boy
Raphael.
Raphael.
Big mood with the shirt.
Yeah. it's like almost tearing off of
I
him.
know.
Like it barely fits.
Like they don't
Like,
make
dude.
school uniforms big enough. Oh boy.
That's actually really funny.
That is funny. I think that's cute.
A battle. So this looks to be a Siege chapter to
Right.
me,
Yeah.
because he's on like a square that's like glowing. That's probably a Siege chapter, if I had to guess.
I mean probably I'd maybe defeat boss, but I don't know. I believe that's also
It's-
the guy though that like later in the trailer or video he fucking what's it called?
Costas.
Yeah, like he's the one that attacks Byleth and Edelgard at the end.
Oh, maybe.
I believe so. They have
But
the same
this-
face
but-
anyway. I don't really know.
Yeah,
if it is
yeah.
him.
It's could yeah, but it's like I don't know, cause this maybe I'm wondering if because he's a bandit, so like he's gonna die in this chapter. Right?
I mean, in theory, I have no idea. It could be totally somebody different, but they look like they have the same
that's
face.
true. And look, people were saying, so we see all the units here.
Yeah.
People were saying, like, I saw some sarcastic post on Reddit saying, like, oh, the fact that they have to show the faces of, above the character models shows just how bland the design is on these characters. I'm like,
What?
have you never played the GBA games?
Yeah, like they're so. Oh, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, like,
Because they're
What
literally
do you
all the
mean?
same sprite except like different colors. And I mean, if you
Like,
just
look-
look at this shot right now, You can literally tell all of them apart.
I could tell I could tell them apart. Like, yeah, like just because they have similar looking outfits, what?
The
so
same
it's a problem
color
that they have a common theme in an army?
Yeah.
There's some uniformity in an army?
Yeah. Where they're literally wearing uniforms. Like, all of them have different, like, aspects to their uniforms. Like, they're not all wearing the same thing.
Like, here's what I will say. I understand the criticism that, like, having it take place in a school setting limits what you can do with character design.
Yeah.
I do accept that criticism, and I understand that. Like, that does make sense to me. Like, yeah, the fact they have to wear uniforms means that they have to kind of be a little more uniform in how they design the characters.
Right,
that's valid criticism.
Yeah, but it gives them like more choice, like with their hairstyles or their faces. Or, like, more importantly, their personalities. Their personalities, I think, is what's going to make them stand out the most.
Yeah.
And to me, also, that kind of means you have to do that. Because if you don't have those different designs...
If you don't have, like... Right. So you want to, divide them as their personalities. Not
right. Exactly, yeah.
Define them.
Yeah, define them and, like, diversify them. Yeah.
And so you can also see their weapon... as well as each of them have like the I guess what appears to look like the Triforce.
I know. I was thinking, what is that?
I'm thinking that has to do with the formation, or I think, and we're gonna talk about this later. But I think that they might have scrapped the formation system and called it Gambit now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that might be what that is, or like maybe it's like a charge, and some of them have it available when they use it, it's gone. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's funny that they just use the Triforce for that. And actually,
I mean, it's just like arrows pointing up. I don't know what it means yet, but
yeah. And so we've got because now when you look at this menu, we see attack, arts, Gambit, items, trade, and weight.
Right. Yeah.
So I think Gambit was formation, and they just changed what it's called.
I think that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's gonna attack. So they changed the menu. They've changed the menus a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got rid of a few of the stats, but we still have RSL, which I don't know what that is.
RSL.
At the bottom right there.
Don't know.
I said last time when I was talking when I did my last discussion video, I said it was resilience.
Oh,
but I have no idea. But I have no idea what that would do.
I mean, it might be like resistance.
Yeah, but why wouldn't they just say res?
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's not just magic.
Maybe it's a combination of stats similar to how stats line up. So like kind of like a void or or the hit and crit. Also, there's 108 hit.
I know, right? Like they got weird numbers. Like you'll see later that when one of the units attacks Petra, she has 100% crit rate.
Yeah, I noticed that too. What?
Yeah, I don't know. With an iron sword? I don't know if that was just for like footage recording purposes or like if that's real.
Yeah, okay. So you've got here, I'm going to just go frame by frame.
Mhm.
So you've got she's equipping the iron bow.
Right.
Which is obviously shows like it's effective against flyers.
Uh-huh.
And it's got 15 attack, 108 hit and 6 crit. And then you got the other stats, which is AS, AVO, defense, RSL, and range. And at the top left corner, you've got it looks like weapon level, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Like she's got level 1 bows and level 1 lances.
Right.
And then
whatever that is.
That's got to be a skill, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
That's got to be like an equipable skill, but I haven't really talked about that.
I have no idea.
And then it's just, you can switch. Oh, okay. So now what happened there was she just switched it from no combat arts to curved shot.
Right. Yeah.
So you got the arts from Echoes coming.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So that's I actually like the Echoes arts. I feel like what I'm hoping is that they've made it so that you can use the arts on any other weapon. They're not locked to a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of want that to be the case.
I think that's probably true.
And so now we see the level up screen. So, we got level experience. And then we've got weapon levels, so you can actually see the weapon levels going up.
I like that.
I like that a lot. That's such a nice change. That's so good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I feel like that'll just help customization a lot better. I feel like that should have been in these games way sooner.
I think so too. Like, so that you're not constantly checking in a different menu what your weapon level is.
Right. And then they've also got until another meter for until class is mastered.
Yes.
What do you think that means?
I think maybe like I think class changes were like sort of like how second seals worked or whatever. I think you're gonna be able to like change their class in between.
Yeah, so you think you'd like be able to swap between them depending on what battle you need.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And then there will be like a point where they've mastered everything in that class, I would assume, so that you're like not leveling it up when you don't need to.
They're doing some interesting things with the class system.
Oh god, it's gonna be
we're gonna talk
interesting.
About it,
yeah. And then it says also at the bottom until battalion levels up. So like,
so I guess
that their units, like the units that they control personally?
Right. That's obviously I think that's the Gambit.
Right. Like their strength or whatever.
But like how deep does that go?
I don't know. That's the big question, I guess.
Yeah. I think they talk about it a little bit more, but let's just keep moving ahead. So we got like this it looks like a training battle. So I guess. I'm wondering if this is sort of an alternative to grinding for grinding maps or like normal battles.
I think so. I would say so because it seems like a sort of like an arena thing, but your units don't die.
Yeah, and you can see the reward for the battle is an intermediate seal.
Oh yeah.
So that's interesting.
So like they get to class change?
Sort of seals. Yeah, or some kind
of something.
Or something.
I mean, and when you think about it, it's called an intermediate seal, so does that mean that there's like an advanced seal or a beginner seal?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but like who knows?
And then we got tutoring and goals and
get to be
classes.
An actual teacher.
You get to be a teacher
with your lesson plan and stuff. I don't even what do you think each of these things means? Like tutoring, I would assume is like you focus on a certain student's abilities, right?
You focus on a certain abilities, and I think that's what we saw where I think later it shows that
and it
choose
shows
their weapon. Like you could train one more time. Like you could select which ones to go up.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like you might only be able to do this like a certain amount of times per. I guess either day or between chapters.
Yeah,
I guess.
per base. I say the air quotes in base. When you have the in between chapters. Yeah, I would imagine that makes sense.
Yeah, there's like a whole lot of stuff on these menus that we're just not gonna know what they mean.
Yeah,
there's no real point in speculating.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the faith and reason things. Like, are these characters gonna have to make decisions based on
faith? Yeah.
Where
was that? Yeah, I see reason
because reason is there, and then
details.
later he levels up a character's faith and reason, and I'm like, but why is he gonna need to be in some sort of discussion? Are these characters gonna do more than just fight? Because to me that's super interesting.
I'm wondering if that's, you know what I'm thinking? I'm wondering if it's what if you can get increase your it's kind of like a charm skill where you can actually recruit allies.
Yeah, maybe. That sounds
right. Maybe recruit allies to your battalion for a specific unit.
Right.
That might be that would be interesting.
That would be really interesting. I don't know.
I think faith because the faith is listed under the book, which I think is just magic.
Oh, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, because it's listed in the book, which is lately has just been used as a universal symbol for magic.
Right.
Heart
support.
Next to her name. Yeah, so support. So, while we're here, we should talk about the elephant in the room. Do you think there's going to be supports between Violet and the students?
Yes. I do. I firmly believe that.
Yeah.
It depends.
It's not confirmed
like,
yet,
I don't think
but...
they're children. I don't think they're children, but
no, I don't think they're children. I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, they're high school age."
I don't see that. I don't see that happening. You're sending these people
first of all,
off to war.
Isn't military school like mostly like for like much older?
I mean, I don't know.
Generally?
I have no expertise based on that, but to me, they don't look like high school age. But that's like subjective. How people look is like whatever.
There's no point in.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I truly can't say, but yes, I do believe.
I think if S supports exist, I don't think there's anything stopping them.
No,
especially considering like the things they've done in the past.
Oh yeah. To be honest though, like
it's
between that, I think this is the less weird of the options. I know that sounds silly, but like
I'd say and I feel obviously like Intelligent Systems knows. Like that's people want to do that.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
well,
they wouldn't make a self-insert protagonist if they didn't want people to do that.
No, exactly.
So it's like it's almost certain.
I think
it's just a matter of like how
they go about
work,
doing it. Yeah.
How they execute it. Is it gonna be as weird as it looks?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like whatever about it because I kind of knew from the beginning it was going to happen anyway, and I'm just assuming at this point they're all above 18, so it's like I'm gonna
make people are making the assumption that they're high school age. I don't think so. I'm gonna assume that they're like college age until other information
until otherwise proven. Agreed. So, but to answer that question, yes, I do believe you're gonna be able to marry your students.
See. I don't think there's going to be kids. I don't think there's going to be child units.
There is not going to be children.
Holy please don't.
Please don't. That'd be really, really weird.
Please don't.
That'd be like, that would be the weird thing. Like,
that's weird. That would be weird. That would be a line. That's a line that would like, no, please don't.
No, I don't think there will be kids. I don't think there's going to be kids.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, thank God. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah. And like, let me go back a bit to that menu where Alright, so then there's group task.
Yeah, what do you think that is gonna be? Like, okay, everyone, we're gonna do this assignment together.
Let's go. Let's all get on the circle.
Yeah, like what group task? I don't know what kind of tasks they're gonna be doing. Like maybe maybe that's a support thing, like getting people to work together.
The system's really deep, and it's both exciting and also like
kind of daunting.
Puzzling.
Yeah,
it's a little daunting just to look at without having any sort of understanding of how it works.
Right.
Which I know, and a lot of people are saying this, but like I feel like maybe not the best thing to show the first news of the game since E3.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially if you're trying to attract new players, I just feel like it's kind of daunting. Especially
but they do have like an auto tutor thing, you know.
So they do have an auto. The auto, I think, is probably just
it chooses like 3
the best
units.
That's probably an option for like the player who doesn't want to micromanage all their units.
Yeah, and in that way, I think that's good. Like
that's probably a good
for people that don't want to go that deep into the system. I think that.
Oh, you know what I'm also noticing? It looks like there's a currency for these.
Yeah, like I think you could do 3 things per section.
3.
Yeah.
So auto tutoring just means
you advance.
You could either tutor,
Yeah.
So I think it's just I don't know. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued, but I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting system.
Where that's gonna go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got this is like goals, and so it's just so much.
Yeah. I'm excited for it though because me micromanaging my units, I'm
no.
that.
I think a lot of the customization and like those aspects of Fates were like the best part of that game.
Right, exactly.
It's like
it'll be interesting.
All like reclassing was like I think one of the big highlights of both Awakening and Fates.
Right.
And Echoes to a lesser extent. And I think they're just really going hard on that.
Yeah,
I think that's
exactly.
Which I think is probably the right choice, considering that's one of the things that people liked about those games.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not the only thing, and I'm assuming it's not the only thing. Not like super like overwhelming, because I just don't want it to take away from like writing
Well, exactly.
other aspects of the gameplay.
I want there to be hints as to what you should do with these characters.
Yeah, like I feel like maybe like you'll talk to them in the castle and they'll be like, I really want to do this.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
They'll have like sort of like it'll be better for them if they go to this route for their
right.
for their
Exactly.
weapons
I think that is right because
skills.
they did do hints to that kind of stuff in Echoes, to a certain extent, like with the
Right.
villager units or whatever. But I want more guidance on that because I don't want to be guessing as to what I should be making these units do.
Yeah, because I feel like that's just gonna lead to people getting killed.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you don't really, because and let's be honest, some players are idiots.
Well,
you know?
no, exactly. Like, because sometimes you just don't know what you're getting into. Yeah.
Right. And then so there's also like so we got sword, lance, axe, bow. We saw fighting because there's gauntlets. I saw like gauntlet weapons, which look really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like.
Which is super cool. I can't believe we have
gauntlet
fists in this game. Like, we get to punch people.
Punch a guy. And then,
Um,
like you said, there's reason and faith.
Yeah, reason and faith. I don't know.
And authority.
Yeah, authority, because if we think about previous Fire Emblem games and their authority stars and how they, like, help other units by, like, boosting their stats and stuff like that, I hope that's what it is. Because that would be so cool.
I didn't
like-
hear what you said. The Discord cut.
Oh, okay, like, so basically, if you, like, in the previous Fire Emblem games or whatever, specifically I'm thinking of, like, Radiant Dawn, where some figures, like Ike or Micaiah or whatever, they have authority stars. And
Right.
based on how many stars they have, their units get, like, certain bonuses or whatever. Like, any unit that is under that commander gets certain bonuses because of that authority.
Okay.
So I think that would be very
I didn't even notice
interesting.
that.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really pays attention to that, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that would be very interesting, having it actually implemented, like,
yeah, and I guess
properly
you
into a
can
game.
also determine, but more importantly, you could determine what type of unit if they're infantry, flying, cavalry, or armor units.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is interesting. What I'm wondering, and I know this is somewhat unrelated, is how when they inevitably add these units to heroes, how they're gonna go about doing that.
I know. What are they gonna be?
Yeah, because heroes doesn't have a system like that. They are what they are.
Well, exactly. And, like, when you think about it, like Faye, from
Right, was an archer.
she was
even
an
though
archer, and
couldn't
you can't be an
in
archer.
Echoes.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they end up doing that.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that, like, those, like, armor, cavalry, and flying has its own, like, weapon skill.
Yeah.
That's also interesting.
I don't know. It's gonna be really in depth. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's not like. I hope it doesn't become convoluted.
Right. Yeah, and obviously we've got healers punching a bunch.
Yeah. Punching.
Western Church.
Yeah, Western Church soldier. So obviously
Yeah.
the church is evil. Like, I think we've confirmed this now.
Or maybe
like,
there's another church that's trying to overthrow the Church of Ceros.
maybe.
I'm wondering if that might be the case, or like they're
It's
trying
really
to claim
hard
it
to
as
say.
the true religion.
Yeah, like the
You know?
Nilla versus
That
Duma
wouldn't
thing,
surprise
I
me.
guess.
That's that would not be surprising.
Yeah.
Religious wars are not like
That, I mean,
uncommon
that's
thing,
pretty
obviously.
Common.
yeah throughout history. I mean,
Yeah.
and apparently you need an exam to become a brigand.
Isn't that amazing? I get to train how to
I get
rob
train
people.
how to- rob and pillage villages.
Oh god. That's so weird to me.
I didn't realize that all those bandits I killed in FE7 were highly educated.
I think it's cool that they implement this. This is like a really interesting tactic. I am definitely not gonna make her a brigand. That is just rude, frankly.
Also, I'm pretty sure the sprites that you see there on the left side are all like Echo style.
I think so.
They
It's,
look
or
very,
like
they look
similar.
Echoesy.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah, they look at the Echo style sprites, so that's just a nice little nod.
They're cute.
But it's also, I'm also just glad that they're using the sprites in some way.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
outside of because obviously they're not, all the battle maps are in 3D.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's gonna be like a way to view the battle map in like that 2D style, just for like, because if you remember the Direct, they showed like Dragon Quest can do that. You know, Dragon Quest 11 you can do that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can change it from 3D to 2D or like 8-bit style.
Yeah,
So,
I kind of
I
doubt
think
it,
that would be like a nice
but it would
little.
be interesting.
It would be a nice little nostalgic thing that you could
Yeah.
do. I just thought that'd be pretty cool.
I'm
And look, you can see-
looking right now. Is Brigand the only axe wielder? Oh my god, I'm so mad.
I mean, well, to be fair, we also saw that you could like choose 2 different skills, so you might be able to use maybe like an axe cavalier, or like an axe knight or something.
yeah.
Like that.
Oh god, I hope so because Edelgard.
There's also no
you deserve
Pegasus
better.
name in here, so it might just be. I feel
Maybe
like
she
there might be-
can't. Or
well,
maybe.
I'm feeling there might be limits to certain units.
Yeah. Well, and
That's also
also
possible.
because she's using an intermediate seal, so maybe different seals
Right.
make you different
right.
units.
Yeah.
I have no
It's
idea.
possible.
Yeah,
And
there's lots of
Also,
possibilities.
pass rate. So promotions might not be successful.
Yeah, like if you don't have the
I don't know how
required.
about. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not really sure. Like maybe
Like, what- like,
depending
if
on
you,
your
like,
success rate.
Making, I don't know. I like obviously chance and luck has been a big part of Fire Emblem since
Right.
the beginning, but they've usually been tied to sort of like on the field aspects, or
Yeah.
based on certain stats. I don't know how I feel about it being like based on like how micromanaging should
Yeah,
be.
I'm
Have luck involved.
I'm thinking that depending on your pass rate, your stats might be impacted. Like how when you class change, you have a certain amount of stats that goes up or whatever. I'm thinking the pass rate might have something to do with like how well your stats will go up. Like if you're guaranteed to get 100% of those stat boosts,
Right.
Maybe,
Yeah,
possibly. That's like the only
Shouldn't
explanation
like,
I can think of.
kind of like growth rates, you mean?
Yeah, like you are 80% going to pass or whatever, or like I don't know, because
That's
I feel like it wouldn't be possible for them to be like, no, you're not going to be able to promote. It might just be like, oh well, you can promote, but you won't be as good because you're not getting these stats or whatever.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
hard to
it's
say.
possible.
We won't
Again,
know until we
yeah,
see it.
It's hard to say. I feel like that's the problem with this whole like the way they went about. I feel like they should have just did a giant like stream.
This is
just
how you
showing the
do
game.
it. Yeah.
This
But
is how this works. Here
it
you go.
might
And
not
I
be
feel like
fully
we're gonna get
prepared,
that
though.
soon, like at
Yeah.
some point in the
I
next
think
couple
we
months.
might get that before we get the game, but at the same time, it's like that part might not be ready yet.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like it might just be experimental at this time.
Yeah, and then we also show them eating. That's neat.
He's so cute. What an adorable
So I'm
little
wondering,
face.
this could also be like supports. As
Yeah,
well.
like eating together. I don't know. That to me that builds.
Or this
support.
could be like the cooking thing that like they had like a whole kitchen in Fates.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
where you
and
get
the
like
barracks
stat
and
boosts or
Awakening.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be that kind of system, but I'm thinking it's all it's hard to say again. But
Yeah.
it's what I said before, where it could be like heart to hearts, where supports take place in different areas of the monastery.
Right.
So this could just be one that takes place in the dining room, where they eat, and that's part of the support or whatever.
yeah.
It's hard to say.
I mean, it really is. I think that'd be a good idea. I think that'd be a great way to approach
Yeah.
it.
And I love how they kind of just throw in Gambits right here at the end after all of this like teaching stuff. They just
Yeah,
throw,
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can also do these Gambit boost techniques.
Oh yeah, and
So
that part right there that just passed was where Bylek talked.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he'll talk in cutscenes or whatever, but he'll talk in like he'll have like lines for like gameplay. And
Yeah.
the predetermined stuff where it's just like battle like action dialogue.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll
we'll
have
see.
like. I think for the most part he might be silent.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah,
I have honestly
don't know.
no idea what I'm
And
expecting.
it looks like you could do different gambits. Like there's a coordinated gambit. I imagine there's probably like one where you could like split them into like a pincer attack kind of gambit.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's probably likely. How those will affect gameplay?
No idea.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's
No
so cool
idea.
though that like there's not just like boss, like this seems like a boss to me. Because
Yeah,
he's got
or
a
like,
lot of
or like it could be,
HP.
or it could be like the faceless or the risen. From
Yeah,
Awakening
I mean,
Fates.
yeah, potentially it's like just a
That's
really
also
strong
possible, but
sort of
it's-
monster
yeah.
unit. Yeah.
But I'm glad that we're not just only fighting humans.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, soldiers. Like there's a little bit of variety to the enemy placement.
Yeah.
And then we see the end here. Some people are saying that this segment might be hinting at Milla's Turnwheel or something similar.
I
showing up.
believe so. Yeah, because if you look at that first frame,
Yeah, it kinda
it
rewinds.
appears, it appears like he's getting hit from
It
behind.
looks,
you know,
yeah.
like he's taking a hit for
it looks-
Edelgard.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you can actually see like the axe is like in his back.
It's in his back, yeah. And this is also the same frame, like the same
Right.
pose that he's in when he sees Sothis for the first time.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
that's true.
Yeah, so I think.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that at first.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Sothis is, in some sense, Milla's Turnwheel, but for what reason and how?
Well, that's good because I think Milla's Turnwheel was like a great addition and should
Yeah.
probably be in every Fire Emblem from now until the end of time.
I think it's cool. I never really
Because
used
it just
but
makes
I think
everything-
it's cool.
So much easier and just so much better.
Yeah.
Because it's like obviously like it's sort of like a middle ground between like
Resetting
permadeath
and
and casual.
yeah.
It's like yeah you have a few. It's like yeah there's still permadeath, but you have a few chances to make mistakes and figure things out.
Right.
But it's limited, so don't overdo it.
Right. Exactly.
Like I feel like, in fact, in this one, if they were to bring that back, I feel like what they should do is, instead of having a certain amount of times you can use it per map, I think they should make it how many times a certain amount of times you can use it per game, like per save
Right.
file,
Yeah.
like throughout the entire thing. Like you can only use it like maybe 5 times because it just uses that much power or something.
Yeah. It's hard to say because they hint that this hidden power or whatever, like this unknown thing, is what makes them go to the monastery.
Is what gets Byleth to where he is.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
Yeah,
I have
that's a
no
good point.
idea, but yeah, this is
Because obviously,
apparently his
people,
hidden
if
power.
he had like some kind of like some bites the dusto power or something,
Yeah.
you know, obviously people would not be able to see that in action, so they just think like, holy shit, this guy's really good. He's like predicting enemy attacks and whatever,
Right,
or
yeah.
something. Like from their perspective, that's what they would see.
Yeah.
So it'd just be like, oh, this guy's just really good. Let's hire him.
Yeah,
or, like,
exactly.
Give him a teaching job or whatever.
Right.
But from his perspective, obviously he's, you know, stopping time or whatever.
Or
he's doing.
something like Prince of Persia,
You know,
where you go back and fix things or whatever. I
bites
don't
a
know.
bites a dusto.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Yeah.
And again, these cutscenes, they look great.
They look
I'm not
good.
even gonna lie.
They
They
look
look
good.
really good.
The
They look
expressions
very
are kind of weird,
warriorsy, but that's not a bad thing.
yeah.
Because Warriors cutscenes looked really good too.
And you can see here they're raising the banner of the church.
Yeah.
so-
all of them are.
Yeah, so that's interesting to me because it's not their country or their territory, it's the church. So
Also, I'm pretty sure, if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure all 3 of these segments with all 3 of the lore houses, I'm pretty sure these are all the same scene, just
yeah,
depending on
with
your-
just
with
a
your
different
route.
lord. Yeah, I think they're just going to war with each other. I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
I don't know who
And then
these
we just-
people are.
Yeah, so this is just all a montage of things that we're not going to be able to understand.
Yeah.
Unless we
Also,
have
this.
context.
What is this?
Yeah.
I
So
believe
that's the
he's
sword
carrying...
that we saw in the first trailer
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that one girl was holding.
Yeah, the lady. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So I'm gonna assume that's our falchion.
I would assume so.
Or,
It looks like a falchion to me, or like
yeah, that's very falchion-y.
yeah, or
It's
something.
like it's like a bone sword.
yeah,
something.
I have no idea. But I mean, it's cool. It's just I don't know how that's gonna play
darkness,
into the-
dude. This looks like to be our villain or something.
or something
villains.
similar.
Or maybe our vizier guy.
Yeah,
You know, our
Like
you
the
know,
Valadar.
right-hand man.
yeah.
This looks like someone's about to die. I'm assuming this is a death scene.
Maybe it looks like I don't even know who has red hair. Ferdinand. That color
I don't
of red
know,
hair
it
is
looks like someone's
Ferdinand.
about to die. Some bullshit. It's darkness.
Yeah, don't know. The lady.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, a big beast and Violet.
Yep.
And yeah.
And then we got a release date.
Yeah.
July 26th.
So I mean, it is much later than I
Yeah, well, it's
personally
not much
anticipated,
later.
but no, but
spring would
me
have been
personally
like
though, but
April, May. This
Yeah.
is June, July. Or
exactly,
July,
which is fine. I mean, it's summer.
So
but
it's like 2-3 months.
I'm not
that's
upset about it. It's like
that's
whatever.
That's not the worst delay in the world. Remember, this was supposed to come out in. This game was supposed to come out in 2018.
Yeah, and then it
So so considering it's like a 7-month delay at
Yeah.
best.
didn't. Yeah, I'm not upset about it. If it's gonna make it good,
If
then
it makes the game better.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
100%. 100%.
5 months. 5 months is not that long to wait. Remember, they announced Echoes in January,
Yeah.
and then it came out in May. So that was 4 months.
Right.
So yeah, we can wait. I can wait. I'm good.
I'm content to wait.
And
I've
considering
waited
this is a
long.
bigger game with more stakes behind it on a full console,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down. Yeah.
Me too.
All right, and last thing I want to bring up since we're at the end here, just what do you think about the reaction to this game overall from this? Like, how do you like? I'm sure you've been on the internet and seen how people are reacting and stuff. How do you
Yeah.
feel about all that?
I don't know. I think people, are, being really negative about it, and I understand why. Like, I get their reasoning, but I think we need to have a little faith.
I think it's just. I understand because on the one hand, it's like, yeah, this didn't give us as much as we thought we would, but like, I also like not sure what you were expecting.
Well, exactly, and like, what did we expect?
I think here's what I think, because I think what this trailer, what this whole direct was trying to show was the new stuff.
Yeah.
I think this trailer was because they want to get this isn't a Fire Emblem direct.
Right,
This
yeah.
was a normal Nintendo Direct with a chunk of Fire Emblem in it. So that they wanted it to appeal to people who haven't really played Fire Emblem or have played Fire Emblem but weren't really into it before. So
Right.
what they wanted to show was here, what's different about this one that we haven't seen in previous titles.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's what they're showing. Because
Yeah.
they showed a lot of the tutoring stuff, some of the stuff we haven't seen, and so obviously we wouldn't understand any of that stuff.
Totally. Like,
Or, like,
all
have
new
too much to
mechanics
go
for the
on.
most part. Yeah.
But obviously, they're relying on us, on the diehard fans, to say, okay, but here, all of the stuff that makes Fire Emblem is there. Like, it's there. We're just, we don't see any point to showing it to you, because it's Fire Emblem.
Because
you
know
know
it's
what
gonna
Fire
be there.
Emblem is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be there, and you're gonna have it, and there's gonna be a big bad, and or it's gonna be some kind of dragon or some evil emperor or
Potentially,
something.
yeah, something
And you're gonna
like
kill
that.
him, because that's Fire Emblem. This is just
Something
all
like
the
that.
other stuff on top of that
Exactly.
that you haven't seen before. Here's the new stuff. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't.
If you don't like it,
No.
don't buy it. Like, whatever.
I don't know. I feel like it's have a little faith, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
That's
think
literally
new
what
stuff
I think.
is
New is good.
New stuff isn't bad. It might not work. It might be. I understand cautious optimism,
Right.
or I even understand critical cynicism. I think there's just a lot of like writing it off before
We've even
really
seen anything.
given a chance to.
Because we don't know
Yeah.
anything about the story. We have nothing. So, like, how do you know?
We have like a geography and like a general sense of how things begin.
And, like, some
And that's about
characters
it.
that we don't
like
really
some
know
characters.
anything about.
Right. It was just like a general, like, here's this.
Yeah, here's some things that we think you might find interesting.
Yeah. And I think, we'll get more of those nitty-gritty details later on.
Yeah.
And, now we're closer to the game. We have a better idea of what it looks like and what it's focusing on.
Yeah.
I think now is the prime opportunity for them to, okay, this is the Fire Emblem part of this Fire Emblem game.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where all that stuff will come from.
I agree.
Right?
Either way, I just think everybody needs to have a little faith, and that's it.
Yeah, everyone chill.
Just chill. Like, there's some questionable things, sure, but
No,
you
yeah,
know.
when those things come to light and they're not, when we start to get closer and we start to see things that are like actionably or like obviously like wrong, like now then we can throw up our pitchforks and say Fire Emblem's dead and whatever you want to say or whatever. But
until then, we just have no idea.
Until then, why not just jump on board?
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. It's not too late to jump off if you need to.
Yep.
Why not just ride it out until then? I don't know. It's just me, I guess.
Oh, I feel that. I don't know. I'm excited. That's all that matters to me. I'm getting the collector's edition when it comes out.
Oh, I wish you think I have that kind of money.
I mean, it's just $100 US, I think.
Yeah, that is true. It's not that much.
It could be way worse, I feel like.
I might wait for it or something, but...
I mean, I have to wait.
It's
not actually available for Canadian pre-order yet.
It's sold out here, so I'm going to have to wait for it to unsell out. So...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm mad about it because
maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, we've been talking for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's I think that should be enough to have plenty of stuff. So
yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, Ash, for joining me.
Of course.
I'll be talking about this game a bit more in the future. I think I'm gonna really parse through this and get a sense of where things are going, and then we'll have some more talks and great stuff to go into this game with bright eyes and optimism.
I think so. Guess what? There's only 162 days until July 26th.
I think it was 165, or maybe it's 162.
It's 162.
February is a weird month.
February 14th. Yeah. It's 162, I promise.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it. Anyway, that's all. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.